we have to discuss a very important topic today. Is a black swan event in crypto coming up? Everyone is asking the same question. The markets are trembling, and worry is beginning to set in. Can we go lower, or is the bottom in? The prices of Bitcoin, altcoins, and XRP fluctuate greatly. However, this is merely a significant shakeout before takeoff. Or are we witnessing something far more significant unfolding in the background? Institutions are changing their approach, whales are migrating, and the charts are displaying serious warning indicators. Is a generational purchasing opportunity on the horizon? Or will there be more suffering? The next action might define the entire cycle, that much is clear. To ensure you don't miss a second of it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications. Now is the time to start dissecting it all. $81,718 for Bitcoin. In the last day, it has decreased by 0.3%. The price of Ethereum is $1,923. Right now, it's down 7.87%. With USDC coming in at 99 cents, USDT is still at its dollar peg. Additionally, XRP is coming in at $2.14, buddy. For a little period, we did fall below $2, but we quickly rose again. After breaking around $1.90, give or take, we experienced a stunning comeback. However, the question still stands, is this it? Is the bottom in? Will we return to the summit? This is what we're going through. We will traverse the marketplace. We'll see where we believe we're headed, and our next course of action will be determined by the one piece of news that you need to be watching for on Wednesday. Observing the XRP charts, I published this last night. For the first time in 3 months, the XRP is on the verge of becoming negative. The price reversal range is between $1.12 and $1.83. Everything will work out. Step outside and feel the grass. While we have this shown, let's examine the XRP chart. Let's examine what we have. The XRP chart is shown here. This wave is visible in the center of your screen. Our indicator is this. When we get angry, you can see it right here. This indicates that we are now pessimistic. Since we are sitting on this right now, we are once again optimistic about the daily, indicated in your upper right corner as well. So, people, are we done with this yet? We require some time. Time will tell. It will all boil down to Bitcoin, and we won't let you know when it will happen by a 24-hour change in momentum. To determine what we are actually dealing with and what we are dangling here, we should add some support and resistance to this chart if we are looking at XRP. Very easy. Your support zone is between $1.89 and $2. Here, there's the next wave. Guess what will happen if that breaks? On the way up, we'll need your support as we continue to decline to roughly $1.63 to $1.75. With $2.82 being the most crucial number we want to see a breakthrough in, it is essentially lying between the mid-$2 level and roughly $3. Therefore, we are still in the woods. Bitcoin. What is the purpose of Bitcoin? The Bitcoin chart is dreadfully bad. As she pushes even lower, there are a ton of reasons why these resistance zones should reject her. We can see that we might start seeing some price reversal on Bitcoin in the lower $70,000 zone, and it's still negative on the 4-hour end of one day. So let's pull this up if President Trump makes an announcement. It might push even lower. When we drop down around that $78,000 area, we did experience a slight price reversal. We had a backup reversal. We were unable to hold. We're descending again. We sent out a tweet yesterday on Bitcoin and the things we were observing and keeping an eye on. We placed a range. Bitcoin is worth between $65,000 and $75,000. Hold on, it's going to be a terrible recovery if we go any further than that. However, the markets have changed. Quite different. This was published by Joe Lubin. He hopes that this action won't disturb too many people, regardless of whether you respect or loathe Lubin. He is aware that many people were killed yesterday. He claims that the recent steps taken by the U.S. government to lessen internal corruption and graft, as well as to balance the reliance of Americans and other governments in the U.S., will soon enable the U.S. to function with greater agility, lightness, and focus than it has in a long time. Additionally, the need for our technology and its impact will increase, giving our decentralized protocol ecosystem much more breathing room to function and enabling us to thrive in 2025. Regretfully, Lubin is in the vicinity. I understand. The shakeout occurred. We discussed this a lot. Cryptocurrency is erratic. We won't simply rise in a bull market. Insane times and insane moments are inevitable. and you'll be able to look ahead if you can move past these moments. This has not altered the fact that 2025 will be a positive year for cryptocurrency. This year will be a breakthrough. There are now actual adoption and utility institutions. Trump supports cryptocurrency as president. He's also here. We're going to have an incredible setup here going forward, and it almost looks like they're resetting the markets. Posted by Michael Van Papp. Bitcoin is still on the decline. It rejected an important barrier and failed to produce a higher low. For the time being, that is the critical area if it doesn't break over 86K. Subsequently, I anticipate a double bottom retest. To sweep liquidity, new lows are needed. Isn't he right on the money? Right now, the price of Bitcoin is around 81K or 82K. We have to return up here between 86K and 87K. That must be broken. Otherwise, we'll fall back to the lower $70,000 range once more, and it will require liquidity and sweep. We have now discussed this and the current situation. Describe a black swan incident. Since everyone needs to know what is happening and why, let's have another conversation about it. With $7 trillion in debt in just 6 months, the United States has a large amount of debt to refinance. What is Trump doing, then? According to what I'm piecing together, it appears that he is intentionally allowing the stock market to decline. Why? Because of this, bond yields will be pushed lower. More savings result from cheaper debt, and the Fed is compelled to lower rates due to declining yield. After the Fed lowers interest rates, what happens next? After that, the stock soared. I don't think this is a crash. We are currently witnessing a chess move. A reset is taking place. It comes from an extremely intelligent man who is among the world's sharpest businessmen. Therefore, the projection for 2025 will reveal how far the markets are moving if the CPI data released tomorrow indicates that we are entering a recession. The markets can, swoop down, scoop and finish off, or grab all the liquidity at once from the lower $70,000 Bitcoin region if they release the news tomorrow. And you know that things are looking up and bright. Meanwhile, banking will continue to rise. However, I do anticipate that Bitcoin will fall much further if we are about to enter a recession and these figures don't show up when we need them. We will know this in less than a day. Before Bitcoin starts to rise again, we're looking at between $50,000 and $60,000. Is this year's bull run over? Absolutely not. And the people who watch the entire video will be the ones who receive that message. Is the tax time correction that we called perhaps a little earlier happening? Absolutely, we are. Will these markets, however, rebound? Will Bitcoin make a comeback to that $175,000 range later this year? Will there be a true alt season or altcoin run where all of the money from Bitcoin moves into the altcoins and Bitcoin's dominance falls back into the 30 to 40% range? Indeed, we are. We shall witness that at some time this year. We'll obtain the appropriate bull run we're after. It's just a little different in appearance, and that's what happens when you start involving institutions and governments, isn't it? We begin to resemble a distinct kind of market. The second video of the day will go into further detail on this topic.